What's going on, everybody? It's Ken Billions on the check. How are you doing? I'm coming to you full in effect. I want to let you guys know that Saturday is not a day off. Sunday is not a day off. The weekend is a time for us to retool, work on our plan, look at our notes, clean house, and get ready for the work week. But it is not a day off. If anything, this is a time where you sit on your money. A lot of people are going to blow all their cash this week, but now we not on that, right? So look, I got a great video for you today. Today is about money answers all things. And I know when we start talking about money, people's hair on the back of their neck starts standing up, because money makes people feel very insecure, because to acquire money, you got to do things a certain type of way to acquire large amounts of money in a short period of time. And money's a thing that everybody gets tense and everybody gets tight when you start talking about it. But we actually have to talk about it because the market is always changing. Life is unpredictable. And we live in a society that is a capitalistic country. So no matter what, it's always about money. You got money, you need money to go on the ground. You need money to be born. I know when my mother passed away, the world didn't stop. I still had people that wanted their issue. I still had mortgage. I still had bills. It didn't matter that my mom went in the ground. Life went on, right? The next day, people were still calling me for their chicken, right? So we have to be comfortable having a conversation about money. But the thing about the conversation about money is the goal, but it's the in-between that got everybody really screwed up. It's the behavior. The reason why there's few haves and a lot of have-nots, it's behavior. Now, in your mind, you'll think it's conspiracy. You'll say, you know what, it's international bankers. There's some truth in that. You'll say, you know what, the system is rigged. There's some truth in that. You'll say, you know what, the Illuminati, the serpents. You'll say whatever you want, and anything you can think of, there's some truth in that. However, you got to handle what you can handle, and the only thing that you can handle is your behavior, is your approach, your energy, your enthusiasm, and your attitude. You can't do nothing about the British Crown. You can't do nothing about the hidden hand or secret societies. You can't do anything. So you can learn about it. You can listen to David Icke. You can listen to Alex Jones. You can listen to Steve Coakley, Anthony Hilder. It doesn't matter. What exactly can you do, and what are you in control over? You're in control over how many kids you have. You're in control over if you work out today. For the most part, you are in control over what you eat. Yeah, it's a lot of BS and a lot of foods, but I'm saying though, you want to get it to a science as much as you can. You could go get a banana, you could go get an orange, you could go get an apple. There's no excuse. The reason why money is a touchy topic is because to acquire money and to scale, level up, compound interest, investments, and the like requires a shift in behavior. And nobody really wants to do that. And especially now, the time that we're living in, people are under the assumption that the government is supposed to make people's lives better. And that was never the role of government. Government was never supposed to be big. Government was never supposed to be in our marriages and our household. We asked for that, right? We're asking for handouts, and we're asking for the government to solve all of our problems. And that's just non-cipher. We are grown men and women, and man and women are designed to be autonomous. So this ideal of the government taking care of us and the government showing us the way to live, that's non-cipher. We want to get out of that, and we want to put our best foot forward. We want to put our big girl panties on and our big boy pants on, and we want to figure out our life. Now, is it going to be easy? Of course not. But everything in life is struggling to survive. Lions are struggling to find meals. Deers are struggling to not be the meal. Seals are struggling to find meals. And they're struggling not to be the meal. There's the hunt, there's the hunted, and there's the hunt. At any given time, it's the best of times for something, and it's the worst of times in life for something. And that's just the game. So you get in where you fit in. But we want to handle what we can handle. The number one thing is man your own turf. Be responsible for your behavior and your decision making. Don't put it on the government. So the topic of today is money answers all things. But before I get into it, you know my motto. I like to exchange value for value. Now, this is very important because when you don't give value back to the people that are taking the time to give you bars, they're going to wind up doing something else. And what happens is you're going to look up and those people are going to be gone and you're never going to get them back. So I say that to say, you see that Cash App, go ahead. I like change, but I like the shit that folds. So go ahead, tip the pastor. Go ahead, tip a pimp for coming with these bars on this good Saturday. So listen, today I'm reading from my favorite book of the Bible. This is my favorite verse of the Bible that I'm about to read. And it's from the book of Ecclesiastes. Man, I love Ecclesiastes. Everybody that says the Bible is bullshit, the Bible is lies, that's immature. Because I can go right in this Bible and I can find a verse that a man and woman can use in life. Now, we don't got to get into theology of did Jonah really sit in the mouth of a fish for 3 days? Grow up, man. That's analogies. That's folklore. It's how you describe a story. If you can sit up there and watch Power and go to work the next day and talk about Tommy and ghosts, then nothing in the Bible or the Quran should make you feel uncomfortable. If you can look inside of Menace to Society or The Godfather, and you can pick things that you can use, you can do the same thing for with the Bible, right? It's just art. Don't get caught up in the names. Don't get caught up in Jesus. Yo, just replace Jesus' name with Mithra or Krishna or Horus if it makes you feel better, all right? At the end of the day, we got to come above the neck and you got to look at life through your third eye, right? This is nothing but storytelling. That's it. Anyway, listen, my favorite book of the Bible is Ecclesiastes because Ecclesiastes has, I say it's like wisdom for the adult. It's written in a certain type of way and you can take the things that you are reading in there and you can apply it to your life. So listen, my favorite verse of the Bible is Ecclesiastes 10:19. Listen, it says, a feast is made for laughter and wine makes merry, but money answers all things. Now, I don't know how old this is. If it is 2,000 years old, then that means the same thing that was going on then, the same thing that's going on now. Money truly does answer all things, but it's not the actual physical money. It's not the bread that's in your pocket. It's who you become to get the money. That's what the answer is. Let me read it again. Ecclesiastes 10:19. A feast is made for laughter. Now, you know what's interesting in this? I've never heard a pastor or minister ever say this right here. You understand? Especially in poor income areas. I've never heard this before. What they talk about now is they deal with suspended belief. They create this fantasy realm with music and dancing and speaking in tongues. Meanwhile, the people are going out of the church, the mosque, the synagogue, and they live in a poverty existence. Nothing that they learned that day can they use to go and change their life. But I want to give you tools and techniques to change your life because fuck the history. It's about the mystery. I like personal development. It is all about you. That's all the Bible is. It's a book about you. That's all the Quran is. It's a book about you. All these ancient texts are not talking about no spooks or no mysteries. It's a mirror for you to find yourself in. You are David. Okay, you deal with Goliaths every day. Your mama just died. Your child is sick. You're in between jobs. You're going through a divorce. How is that not a Goliath situation? You are Moses too. How are you not fleeing some type of Egypt in your life, being chased by a tyrannical pharaoh? You going through that in your day-to-day reality right now. This is not a book about other people. This is a book about you. You have a John the Baptist in your life right now preparing the way for you. You have a John the Baptist that's vouching for you. All John the Baptist is a cheerleader. That's all he is. And when he's saying, you know what, I'm going to baptize you with water, but the person coming behind me, money is going to baptize you with fire, that's nothing but a cheerleader. You have somebody right now that you don't even know campaigning for you on your behalf. Man, they're telling people that you are the best thing since sliced bread. They got your name in their mouth. They are campaigning for you. Every character in this book, it's you. Period. All right? So I want to focus on the money part, though. When it says that a feast is made for laughter, wine maketh you merry, that's true. And money answers all things. I know when I'm at a feast, man, I'm laughing like a motherfucker. And I know when I drink wine, Lord have mercy, am I merry. Oh, man, I really cut up. I show my ass. In fact, you should have seen me on New Year's. Woo! I be merry as hell. And one thing that I have to admit, even when I did not, that money answers all things. Yo, the Bible talks about a character named Lazarus and how Christ took this character and he rose Lazarus from the dead. Listen, everybody is a Lazarus. Have you ever been feeling low? Have you ever been feeling like the world is about to end? Some people even want to even take their own life. Have you ever been feeling down in the dumps and someone calls you with an opportunity? Look how fast you get up. How do you feel when you get a direct deposit? Do you or do you not feel like Lazarus? That is you rising from the dead. That's how money makes me feel. When a big bankroll comes through, oh my God. When I hear that Cash App, that little coin, when that pops, man, I'm Lazarus, man. Sometimes I'll be laying on my couch. Sometimes I'm just thinking about the next thing, how I'm going to get this. You know, I need a big payday, and all of a sudden somebody will shoot some bands to me. Boom, and I know I get up. I'm in a great mood. Man, who is not in a great mood when they got bread? Man, everybody is a Lazarus. So that's what I'm saying about all the characters in this book. Take the power instead of engaging in histrionics and theology and debating what's real and what's fake. Man, that's a waste of time. There's nothing more realer than you. And the characters in this book represent you. When you're looking in it, you're looking at a mirror. You're looking at yourself because your eyes are pointed outward so you can't see yourself. So we need mirrors and tools in life to reflect light back to us. And this is one way. But listen, man, when it says money answers all things, that's not a lie. Money does answer all things. But what happens is a lot of us have we are descendants from powerless people. And what that means is we have a bad relationship with money, so we don't feel like we're entitled to it. Many of us are waiting to get to heaven when we die. There ain't nothing. Oh, you lucky I can't find the verse right now. There is nothing after this existence. You got one time and one time only to get the shit right. All right? Oh, matter of fact, yeah. Listen, check this out. You need to get your heaven right now. Why? Whatever your hand finds to do, do it with all your might. For there is no work or no device or knowledge or wisdom in the grave where you're going. So if you think that you finna meet your grandmama again, if you think you finna meet your dead homies again, man, you got one chance and one chance only, and you got to get it right here. You got to get heaven on earth here right now. So when the scriptures say that money answers all things, it does. What is it that you want to do that money can't get you? You want a bad bitch? Get some money. You want to be around fly men that's telling you, you beautiful sis? Get you some money. You want to circumnavigate the globe? Get you some money. You want to help orphan children in Africa? Go ahead and get you some money. You want to have an effect on your community politically? Get you some money. Because guess what? Everybody hates the poor, righteous man. You don't want to be the poor, righteous man. Man, you don't believe me? Listen to this. I'm still reading from Ecclesiastes. You don't want to be this person right here. The wisdom I have seen under the sun, and it seemed great to me. There was a little city with a few men in it, and a great king came and besieged it, and built great snares around it. Now there was found in it a poor wise man, and he by his wisdom delivered the city. Yet no one remembered that same poor man. Then I said, wisdom is better than strength. Nevertheless, the poor man's wisdom is despised, and his words are not heard. Man, listen. You do not want to be the poor righteous man or poor righteous woman. People will despise you. Now, maybe in the Pisces age, poor righteous people could come and they could try to teach you. We are in the Aquarius age. Man, them days is over. You got to pull up on these young boys looking clean. You got to pull up on these young chicks looking clean. They not trying to hear nothing you saying. If you coming out there, you looking dusty. They not trying to see no dusty dreads. They not trying to see no dusty sneakers. And they not trying to hear none of that bullshit you talking about no community. People want to, the community that people want to see is the community of dead presidents and wallets. Y'all don't hear me though. Listen, when I say that money answers all things, it does. But that's not the beauty of money. The beauty of money is when you set a financial goal and the person that you become in order to get the goal. Now, some of us have big goals and big dreams, but guess what? In order to get there, we're going to have to pivot our behavior. We're going to have to be more disciplined. We're going to have to be more present. We're going to have to be more accountable. Now, in the pursuit of finances, if you become more disciplined, more accountable, more alert, more responsible, more present, how is that a negative? How is that a negative? See, you got to do away with that grandmama philosophy. You got to do away with that Florida Evans philosophy. The ill thing about good times is James always had licks. Florida had the typical black approach to finances, and it's rooted in self-image, because for a long time the dirt and the filth of America has been its black underclass. Yes, I'm saying it because the filth is in the mind, because people are waking up thinking that other groups of people are chosen. They're waking up thinking that other groups of people deserve. They're waking up thinking that they got to wait their turn, and the only way they're ever going to benefit, they got to die. Man, you want to do away with that mentality, but that's the mentality that Florida Evans had. James would find money. Florida would say, no, James, we got to give it back. James will have licks to get this family out the projects. Florida was always keeping their family behind. In fact, I remember the episode, now this is for all you good times watchers. I remember the episode where Michael took Florida's picture of white Jesus down and she put the picture of Wino Ned up there. Oh my God, that was a classic. Florida was having beef with Michael over that because subconsciously she was like, no way in hell could the image of her deity look like her environment, like those people. It had to be a white man, right? So we want to get out of that thinking, because we're in the information age. Yo, white folks aren't the only ones that deserve to live a good life. Asians, Mexicans, you do too. Whoever you are out there, whether you are poor, whether you are a single mama with kids, or you just came home, money answers all things. What are you going to do right now to get you a large bankroll? Now, let me tell you something. If you hold it on to fake ass morality, thinking, you know what, I'm going to just play it safe and then I'm going to profit and benefit later. Let me read this verse to you again, because you might have not heard me. You might have not heard me. Don't nothing come to a sleeper but a dream. The wisdom I have also seen under the sun. Oh no, not right there. The race is not to the where am I at? 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 There is no knowledge or device in the grave where you are going. Oh, whatever your hand finds to do, do it with all your might. For there is no device or knowledge or wisdom in the grave where you're going. Why the hell you playing it safe? There is no knowledge or device in the grave where you're going. Your cousin is not in the grave where you're going. Your husband and your wifey is not in the grave where you're going. I know you loved your grandmama, but if you want to see your grandmama again, look at the damn pictures. But if you think you finna see your grandmama in another life, man, this is the only goddamn life you got. And you're going to have to make the best of it. And the only way for you to make the best of it in a capitalistic society is to get the money. Now, you're going to have men and women out there, whoever is in the chat, you thinking money ain't everything. Then don't go to work tomorrow if money ain't everything. Listen, when it's time for you to die, if you don't got life insurance, if money's not everything, your family is going to be scrambling trying to bury you. You need money to give birth. You need money to get married. You need money to eat. Money is the most important thing next to oxygen. You can't do nothing without air. And you can't do nothing without money. Check this out. I don't know about you, but you know what? Poor sex is the worst kind of sex. The nut feels different. You ever had sex on the bed of money? You ever had sex knowing you got a big bankroll in your account? So a lot of poor people have sex because they're bored. Right? And the sex don't even feel the same because you got to get up and you know your shit is about to get cut off. Nah, we're not going out like that. This is 2020 and we want to change our relationship with money by feeling entitled to a better life. But you got to put the work in. You got to show up. You got to tie your boots up and attack life. Fortune favors the bold. Say it with me. Fortune favors the bold. One more time. I want somebody in the chat to put that in the chat. Fortune favors the bold. I don't know what you're thinking, but nature always supports the aggressor. All that shit you talking about, oh, karma. Man, people make their own damn karma. There is no karma without human beings. You think karma existed first and then human beings came? No, people make their own karma. But the Kabbalion teaches us, right, about the pendulum. And it's a mental concept. The way that pendulum swings back and forth. The Kabbalion teaches us that you can freeze that. Ask yourself this. If karma is what you think it is, how come the Rothschilds are still rich? When the hell are they going to pay for being involved in all these world wars? How come Buckingham Palace is still there and no earthquake happens? How come the people that was rich 100 years ago, they are still rich? And if karma is what you say it is, how come your grandmama in there was a slave and then you still live in a slave existence? How come history hasn't turned yet? Oh, let me guess. It's coming. Man, get the hell out of here with that bullshit. Karma is what you make it. If you think you about to pay, then you gonna pay. This is all a mental concept, and you don't want to buy into none of that fear logic. You don't want to buy into none of that slavery dynamic. You want to look yourself in the mirror and know that everything in this life, man, is yours. There's Lambos out here. If you ain't a Lambo person, get you to fly Honda. If you're not a high-rise person down in Manhattan, go ahead and get you some fly shit in Arizona. But I'm telling you, life is short, and why not have the best, especially when you put it. Let me read the verse again, man. Y'all don't feel me. Y'all don't feel me. I'm talking to somebody, but not everybody. Listen, Ecclesiastes 10:9. A feast is made for laughter, fellowship, right? And wine makes merry. Whew, Lord have his mercy. I know I could drink, all right? But listen, money answers everything. It don't say love answers everything. For all you love whores out there, how black youngsters say it, whores. For all you love whores out there, love ain't built shit. There ain't no love without no damn money. I'm sorry. You need money first and then you start loving. It's money that puts you in a certain type of mood. It's money that makes you feel joyous, right? And love ain't built shit. You don't build a civilization on love. You build civilizations with labor. Love is something you do after you go and get your coin. And there's only one type of love, and that's the love for self. When you begin to love self, it starts to radiate outwardly, and those in your proximity start to benefit. But you running around thinking, love this, love that, man, get the hell out of here. That's Disney shit, and we're not doing that for 2020. It doesn't say love answers everything. And this ain't even a God of love in this Bible, because people got flooded out. Sodom and Gomorrah, everybody in this book got fucked up. right? So there is no love. He even gave his own son to get put on the cross. Where's the love in that? No. It says, a feast is made for laughter. Wine maketh you merry, and money answers all things. It doesn't say petty answers all things, right? It doesn't say nationalism answers all things, right? It says money answers all things. Money answers all things. And it's not the actual paper or the coin. It's who we become on the pursuit of money. Now, keep it a buck for all the people that don't agree with me. Look in your life. All the people that are not pursuing some type of money, how do they look? I'll wait. Think about it. The people that you know that's not trying to get some money, what does their life look like? And here's what I realized. Everybody don't have financial problems. Everybody don't want money. Some people are cool. The only people that want money is the people that are trying to make money work for them, are the people that want to build projects, are the people that go to a lot and imagine a hotel right there. See, I'm not talking to everybody because finances is not on everybody's mind. Games and play is on people's mind. Everybody doesn't have money problems. People that have money problems are people that are trying to do big projects. I have money problems. I need $1 million right now because I'm trying to do something crazy. I'm trying to do something special. I'm trying to build something that's bigger than me so when I die, it's still here. I'm trying to have that kind of effect, and I need a big, big bankroll. I don't need no shoes. I don't need no whips. I don't need none of that. I need bread to build infrastructure. So that's my anxiety. But everybody don't want that. Some people are really cool with just getting in a relationship and having someone lay up on them all day. And what happens is the person that is chasing money, you're going to work for them. And guess what? Little bank ain't never tell big bank what to do. A feast is made for laughter, and wine makes merry. But money answers all things. What does it say? Did it say love answers all things? Did it say unity answers all things? You running around here, you're screaming unity for what? Why unite if we ain't gonna get no money? So basically, you want a bunch of sweaty motherfuckers in the house just uniting just cause. We got the same brown skin. Man, that's corny. I'm not uniting with nobody. We can't get no money. Because I still got to go pay my bills after we have this little powwow and we talk and we share trauma porn. Hey, yeah, man, you know, life is rough, ain't it? Yeah, life is rough. Yeah, yo, life is rough. Hey, life is rough. Man, get your ass out of here. If we not uniting and you put in your $100 and I put in my $100 and he and she put in their $100, if we not uniting on that to put the money in the pot and then look away from the pot to put the emergency fund or build infrastructure or something like that, what are we uniting for? I don't want to unite for skin. I want to unite for wins. 10 wins. That's call me when you're talking about that. Money answers all things. I know all the shit in my life. I need paper, man. Paper. I don't want to go sit in no one's lecture. I don't want to go talk to nobody about no metal netter. I don't want to do none of that shit. Where the goddamn Fetty at? Ecclesiastes 10:19. A feast is made for laughter. Wine makes merry. But what does it say answers all things? I don't care what you talking about, what the Bible say. The Bible got more weight than you. When you go to trial, you put your hand on the Bible. When you go in the lodge, it's the Bible in there. So whatever you think it is that answers all things, you lying. Money answers all things. Because I can't take nothing that you think answers all things and do nothing with it. I know with that bread, look, money's so powerful. No, I ain't even gonna say that. I ain't even gonna say that. But listen, get yourself out of the poor wise man mentality. Oh man, it's about each one teach one. Man, each one feed one. Each one feed one. What the hell are you teaching? If you're not teaching another man to feed himself, then what the hell are you teaching? You just, yo, people want to just have information orgies. Yeah, brother. Yeah, read page 36. Stomach growling like a motherfucker. Read page 90. Yeah, each one teach one. I'm out here waking the people up. Man, waking the people or feeding the people? The people need food. The hell? What you mean? You gonna wake them up and their stomach gonna be... Their stomach gonna be sounding like a grizzly bear. They know all the books though. They know all the knowledge. They know about Monsanto. They know about all that shit. But they hungry though. Man, money answers all things. Money. Before I go, let me give it to you again. Whatever your hand finds to do, do it with your might, for there is no work or device or knowledge or wisdom in the grave where you are going. So that means you got to get up. You got to do something. You have to labor. What are you going to spend the rest of your year doing? Yo, you know how much time it is in a day? Okay, you got your job. Don't quit your job. Don't listen to these fucking weird guru niggas telling you to quit your job. Keep your job, because guess what? Slow dough is better than no dough. And I know that's not what you want to do, but you use your Sundays and your Saturdays to work your plan. So your job is your punishment until you get your plan right. But don't quit your job, all right? So what are you going to spend the rest of the year doing? You got mad time, all right? How much time do you scroll on social media? That could be time you could be working on your plan. The other day, I went and bought myself a business journal, right? And the journal is for business ideals and strategy. Nothing else. So when I come with a t-shirt ideal, I put it in my journal. When I come with different ways to make money, I just put it in my journal, even if it's a one-liner. That journal is not for no personal things. I have a separate journal for that. I have a business journal. Now, the time, if I scroll on social media just to say for an hour, that can be an hour that I'm focusing on my business journal. And when I'm at a red light or when I'm in traffic, I want to look at my journal. Right? I like when my phone is dry, because that gives me the opportunity to focus on myself. I don't want to hear nothing about nobody's business. Check this out. Check this out. 150 years from now, all of our information is still going to be in the cloud. I do not want to have a timeline that shows I engaged in talking about other people's lives. Celebrities, sharing celebrity gossip, sharing people fighting, because guess what? Your Facebook is going to continue to live. Everything you put in the cloud is going to continue to live. So that energy that you put into Cardi B or these celebrities and their lives, that's an opportunity that you can be doing in your own business journal. Mind your business, but I understand first you need some business to mind. Go ahead and get you some business to mind. Use today and tomorrow to get you some business to mind. Even start small. Just get you some business to mind. All right? Go ahead and get you a business journal where you just put down business ideals. And then after you put the ideal, you put down the execution strategy. What is it going to take to meet your goal? How much do you want to make a month? Right? Have you set a financial goal for this year? And if not, then what did it say? What did it say answers all things? See, I'm going to get y'all. What did it say answers all things? A feast is made for laughter, and wine makes merry. But love answers all things? Nope. Being in a relationship answers all things? No. What did it say answers all things? Money answers all things. When they bang on that door and they're about to evict you, what they coming for? They coming for hugs? Nah. They coming for their coin. When you want to go get a whip, what are they asking you for? Are they asking for your integrity? Are they asking for you to be a good person? They don't give a damn how you got your money. They don't give a damn. They just want to know if you got it. All right? So use these weekends as a time to audit yourself. Use these weekends to take yourself serious. Don't crash out. A weekend is not a time for you to act savage. The weekend is a time for you to work your plan. I'm gonna go with this. The best advice I ever got in my life was from a crackhead. And he said, work it till it works. Now, I was young when he told me that, and I didn't get it. But he said, work it till it works. And he was the most qualified person to tell me that, because to get that crack, he was willing to do anything. He was relentless in his pursuit of the crack. And if he could look at what he did to get the crack, if he was able to watch himself, he would know that, man, with that amount of effort that it took to get that crack, man, you could do anything. All right? So whatever's going on in your life, work it till it works. It's not gonna be a great day every day, but come back tomorrow, learn from your mistakes, and hit it hard. And just remember, they're telling you bullshit matters. Social justice don't matter. Money answers all things. You know what you throw at racism? Money. You know what you throw at corrupt police? Money. You know what you throw at politicians? Money. And you know what you throw at bad bitches? Money. My name is Ken Billions. Go ahead and hit that Cash App. Let's exchange value for value. I'll see you guys another time. Peace.